Dun, dun, dun. Welcome, one and all. We are back here to play some more investigation. Okay, just gonna stretch. Okay, last time we arrived here and there was investigating to be had. We need to talk to Tabby, which I think is the reason why I stopped, because I was like, I can't do this right now.
How about that? A little help from little old me, and y'all made a giant leap closer to solving the case. Closer? Sure, if by closer you mean we wound up going after the completely wrong kidnap victim. She must have barely looked at the photo at all. Oh, really? And here I thought I'd given y'all the tip of the century. My bad. It's not your fault. It's ours for putting our trust in an unreliable source. We'll just have to learn not to do it again. Hey, that ain't nice. I don't gotta give y'all no tips at all, you know. And I won't, if you're gonna be like that. Alright, fine, maybe just one. But only 'cause I got a real big scoop for you this time. A real scoop, huh? This should be good. Ugh. Sorry, I'll be just 1 second. Okay, here we go. Hey, Sam. A cozy Pikachu.
I'm curious, when I'm sitting here, how clear am I in relation to everything else going on? Like, do I sound far away? Or does this pick up very well? For me, yes. I sound far away. No, you sound fine to me. Okay. Sounds good. I'm going to try sitting in this distance. Just because this is good posture for me. And normally I have this tendency of leaning towards the mic. And it's, you know, messing with my posture. All right. Your scoop. Fine. Nope. That's Edgeworth. Fine. I'm not expecting much. But you got my attention. What's the scoop of yours?
Proof is... that's what. Proof of Torosaurus is real.
Alright, okay, we're leaving.
Wait. I ain't lying, I swear. Sure, it's hard to believe, but it's true.
We don't have time for that. God, doing multiple accents messing with me. We don't have much time for this, but I suppose we don't have much else going on. Proof? What kind of proof? Did you capture something on your tape recorder, perhaps?
Oh, you're good, Ruffles. Sharper than a gosh dang tack. I captured the sound of big beastie. Breathing fire is what I captured.
I was hoping for something a little better than that.
Hey, don't make a face, dang it. I ain't lying. Listen for yourself and tell me that it ain't true. Alright, ready? It's fire breathing time, dang it. Nabbit. Rawr. Grr.
there? Well,
Kind of hard to tell over the shouting, but it could have been something breathing fire. Maybe.
tell me, Miss Lloyd. Did you see this fire-breathing something with your own eyes?
Well, not exactly my eyes as such. Being as how I wasn't precisely close by when it happened.
Surely the real Taurosaurus would be pretty hard to miss no matter how far away you were standing.
Well, you see, I was far away, but also recording via what you might call non-standard means.
Would you mind explaining what you mean by that?
I really dug myself a hole here, huh?
What'd you do, and how illegal is it?
See, I might could have rigged me up a little wireless intercept hopping to a little scoop detecting. That's so sad. Poor insect.
Not insect, Kay. Intercept. She was listening out for radio signals. It would have allowed her to listen in on any nearby transmissions.
Me and the chief have been down here at the big building sniffing around these last couple days.
Looking into Miss Hart's trip about the underground auction, I assume. Which would mean that you've been listening in on all the radio signals in the area, too.
Sure have. Which is how I wound up hearing the most thunderous, ear-splitting noise you ever did hear. The pounding feet, the electricity in the air. This was it, Taurosaurus, at last. You made up everything except for the roaring sound, didn't you?
Yes, the long and short of it is that you didn't actually see anything, correct?
Hey, I don't need to see things. I'm a writer, you hear? Anyhow, I kept listening till down the line comes your pal there's voice hollering fit to beat the band. Eavesdropping coward! Why don't you come out and show yourself?
Huh? What was that sound? Oh, I see. All apologies for that. I'm sure Kay didn't mean to bully you over with her little outburst. I assume it was shocking as it was because you didn't hear it directly. Damn it, Twitch. I let Katie's page on so you'd auto-load the stream when she started. I find Twitch is weird about that. Like, I'll do that too, and then it'll say you're live, but then, like, it'll still be a blank screen, so I gotta, like, refresh it to make it play. That said, I'm not very far in. We're just talking to Tabby here, so. It came through your headphones while you were listening to the signal from the bug, didn't it?
What? Are you saying she planted it? Hey, come on now. I ain't into no bugging, just a little lightheaded intercepting is all.
Would you mind if we borrowed the tape of what you recorded, Miss Lloyd?
Do what you dang well please.
Cool. Thank you for the tape recorder. Oh, it's Regina and Simeon Saint, who's a totally random person not related to this case at all.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth!
Mr. Saint, Miss Barry. How's the search going? Did you find him?
Not yet. Poor Sean.
Sean?
Oh, nothing. Just a slip of the tongue.
I guess they still don't know about the kidnapping. We did manage to find Eustace, yes. You did? That's great. Thanks so much. Now maybe they won't arrest me again. Hey, Barry. You're amazing, Mr. Edgeworth. How did you find Prosecutor Winter?
With some serious investigative magic, that's how.
It was pure luck, actually, but never mind. Search for Eustace. You didn't even need our help, huh?
That's not true. Thanks for so much for joining in the search. Where did you look, by the way?
Oh, please. This little place a little ways called Sunshine Coliseum. Do you know it? We see it on the map. Sunshine Coliseum. That's over by the harbor. There were a whole bunch of people. There was a whole bunch of people there for a big event. We thought it might be worth a look. Is Sunshine Coliseum reused from something?
You mean like a festival? Oh, that sounds like fun. I wish I could have gone and checked it out.
I don't know why. For some reason, I thought this might be like a place in Apollo Justice. But I think I'm just, I don't. Oh, do you think so too, Sam? Okay. Oh yeah, it was super fun. There was food stands and fireworks.
Simeon didn't like the crowds much, but...
No, it is in Apollo Justice. Okay. This is where you talk to the yellow magician as Phoenix. Okay, that's the thing that was like that background looked familiar, so that's why we don't remember it. It's okay, one day Chris will play Apollo Justice on stream for us. And we'll get a refresher. But also, I think it's the same stadium the concert happens at. You mean the video that plays forever and ever? Hey, you don't have to tell me that.
All right, it's decided. When this case is finally over, we're gonna go to the festival together.
Poor Kay. What? You're playing the main trilogy, right? So you can play the sequel trilogy, as they call it. Chris is never playing anything beyond Zeno ever again. The circus show. Forever Zeno, nothing but Zeno. Yeah, I see when he finishes Xenoblade, then he's going to start playing the DLC, of course. And then after the DLC, he's going to jump back all the way to Xenoblade 1. And then he's going to do the DLC for that. And then he's going to do Torna, because the order doesn't matter. And then he's going to play Xenoblade X. No. It's kind of lucky you found Prosecutor Winner so quickly. Lucky? In what way? We have to go to practice soon, for the show. We wouldn't have been able to help for much longer anyway. I see. I'm sorry to have kept you from your duties at the circus. Oh, no, it's nothing to worry about, really. We were glad to help. I'd do anything if it helps to make sure they don't arrest me again. You really helped me out by finding him. I'm so relieved.
Of course. Just because they found him, that doesn't mean they'll find Warden Lagarde guilty.
What? You mean they still might throw me back in jail? No, I can't go back. I can't. Come on, Kay. Do you really have to torment the poor boy? I mean, that would be next year for streaming solved. And no spoilers for future streams. Okay. Okay, so we talked to... Okay, I was trying to talk to Regina.
Me and my friends went out looking. But you beat us to it. No fair!
Her friends? I guess she means the animals. Today's the first public performance of your new show, correct?
Yup, it sure is. We've practiced so hard for this one.
So Mr. Saint will be performing too?
Of course. He practiced harder than anybody, even if he did spend the whole time saying no.
Okay, but what if Chris plays Apollo when you play a horror game? Why are you putting that on me, Bubbles?
He even went up in the balloon to spread the word from the sky.
So never. You're putting that on Chris. It's different. I'm allowed. I don't know. Okay.
So you have to come and see him perform, okay? It will be so much it would mean so much to him.
Of course, assuming we can solve this case before then. Did you say that you enlisted the help of animals in your search?
Yep. And if it had been Azelle or Enregen, we might have found something. But Simeon, the big scaredy cat, was all no and put a stop to that. So boring.
If it weren't for Mr. Saint, the whole town would probably be in an uproar right now. Apollo Justice is basically a horror game. It has Chris horrified. I don't even know what horror game I would play. What is Regina trigger gender envy? I mean, Regina's very, like, femme-coded, you know? Like, very sparkly, very pink, very ringlet. Like, I'm not surprised. Could go the watch it route and Hobbs barrel. You did gift that to me. I mean, that would be a one way to do it. Cheetah also has the confidence that comes from somebody very comfortable in their body. There is that too. Weren't you gonna go back to that Square Enix game? Possibly. That's also on the possible docket. I don't know when I would play any of these games, because, like, I'm pretty sure the next game I'm playing is Fire Emblem, so at this point, if I ever finish this game.
Setting the whole circus loose on the city would have been super fun.
I'm sorry. To you, Mr. Edgeworth. Sorry. Why are you apologizing to me? I'm the one person who didn't say anything. Okay.
Well, if it ain't my two newest pals, more trouble, hop in.
Thank you, but we don't need to go anywhere right now.
Ah, you don't gotta say nothing, buddy. I can see it written all over your face. You gotta make a fresh start, am I right? New town, new house, new everything. Cops on your tail, wise guys even. It don't matter, just rip it all up and start again. Come on, hop in. Your new life starts right here. Just be sure to tip generously now.
I'm starting to wonder why we weren't more suspicious of him the first time. Hey, Gumshoe, what you doing over here, buddy?
Stop, Gummy! Why are you running away from us?
Aww. Detective Gumshoe.
When you gave up your badge, sir, I didn't know what to do with myself.
You stay right where you are, Detective.
So, I thought, if you weren't gonna be a prosecutor anymore, then maybe I shouldn't be a detective either. But I was wrong. Even if you're not around, I'll always be a detective. My job will always be to investigate crimes. And us detectives don't just investigate when prosecutors ask us to. We have to be able to look into stuff ourselves, too. Is that what you were doing just now?
And back then, too.
You should thank your former subordinate for what I'm about to share. In his desperation to help Kay Faraday, He gave me a valuable piece of information.
Detective Gumshoe did that. When June rolls around and they finally announce Final Fantasy VII-3 and K3, you'll have to factor in Rebirth at some point too. It'll be a power move if during Xbox tomorrow they announce FF7-3. No, I refuse. Xbox is not allowed. But that's true too. Likely what'll end up happening is it'll be Fire Emblem, and then after that it would be Rebirth most likely, give or take. Square's apparently moving from Sony exclusivity. Yeah, they've mentioned that for a while now. I still think the thing will be announced during a Sony event regardless, but... So, Rosie Ringer's autopsy report. Yeah.
When I went down to the detention center to see how Kay was doing,
When you get to my level, you don't uncover the truth. You make it little by little. Kay Faraday, murderer? Well, that's the truth. The truth I created. Yes, my boy. That's what I like to see. Summer Games, Jeff. This is fest. I don't know. There might be... He might be too unhappy because Highguard died in, like, a month. You ever heard that?
Yeah, so I went back and looked over the evidence. Dug out a little something I thought it might help. No way, Gummy! You're the best! I'd be in prison right now if it wasn't for you. My pleasure, kid. Good to see you got your memory back, by the way. Thanks. So, anyway, like I said, I'm investigating stuff for myself these days, and that's that.
I'm sure he cried into his massive money pillow.
Wait, Gummy, don't run off again. We get it. You can look into stuff for yourself now. That's great. And it helped me right when I needed it most.
Aww. But right now, we need you to work with us. I'm no longer a prosecutor, or indeed anything, but we're investigating a case regardless. And I ask you this not as a prosecutor, but as a friend. Aww. Detective Gumshoe, will you help us? As a friend.
He bowed. Stop it, sir. You're killing me here. Come on, Gummy. All right. I'll do it. Just stop bowing and please be nice to me, okay? It's weird.
And being nice to me. Gumshoe, people can be nice to you and it not be weird. I'd rather be replaced. Who is this replicant?
Gummy!
Uh-oh, time to play Nier Replicant? Thank you, detective.
So what do you need?
What have you been up to? Can you tell us what you've discovered in the course of your investigation, detective?
Yes, sir. Sure can. All right, I got 3 big things to tell you. Here goes. Number 1, I got some results for you from when the forensics looked into Kay's clothes. They found traces of what looked to be a powerful sedative. Brand was 3Z's.
I'm surprised Nier hasn't been anyone's radar to stream. For me, I'm just not... It's not my go-to genre of game, but I have watched both of the Nier games, actually, so... But, I mean... If people want to watch me fail miserably at action RPG... maybe one day. Automata is a lot. Yep. They found trace amounts of, yeah, 3Zs. I guess that's what she was drugged with at Gourd Lake, before she was taken to the roof of the big building.
Sure seems that way. Now for number 2. I got a hold of all the footage from the security camera in front of the big building elevator.
The camera that captures President Wang and Judge Gavel that night. The elevator is usually not the only way of getting onto the roof, correct? And therefore, anyone using it should have been caught on camera.
That's right. So, winding the tape back 2 nights ago, we should have been able to see Kay being carried up there while she was out cold.
And did you spot me, Gummy?
I watched it all in fast forward, everything from 2 days ago till the end.
Yes, and?
None. No sign of Kay anywhere.
I thought it was too good to be true. I still need to finish the second run of eps of the anime. Of the Nier anime? I've heard the Nier anime is pretty good. I haven't actually watched it yet, but... Hey, Russ. So, how did the kidnapper get her up there? I think we'll need to look into it in a little more detail. And the last item on your list.
Yes, sir. This is the big one. The third thing I have to tell you is, it's great to be working with you again. I'll help you catch this purpose, last thing I do. And that's about wraps it up.
I've put you through a lot, Detective. But that doesn't mean I can start going easy on you now. That's the big one, as you put it. It doesn't even have anything to do with the case. I would have preferred something of practical use.
Oh, no mercy, huh? Guess I shouldn't have expected anything less. Thanks, Mr. Edgeworth.
A boy's been kidnapped. We need your help to find him.
Kidnapped?
Yes, his name is Sean Fenn.
Oh, wait, the kid with the horns?
You know him?
I saw him earlier today.
You mean this morning?
Yeah, he got off the bus over there. And then, he walked off towards the garbage disposal area.
Where's that?
Just over there. It's where all the offices of the big building put their trash before it gets taken away. Where he went after that, I couldn't tell you. I had to leave right around then.
I think we'd better take a closer look at this garbage disposal area. Okay then. Well, we have an area to go to. Can't we go there?
So, Sean walked off in this direction, huh?
It would seem so, yes. Perhaps we'll find some clues here as to his current whereabouts. Oh, look, there's a milk jug. I must scour the scene and to inspect anything that catches my attention. Could it be this? This milk carton.
It's the same brand that Sean drinks.
Something happened to him here. I'm almost certain of it. Garbage collected at 11 a.m. The trash is collected at 11 a.m. I guess that's why the enclosure is empty.
There was a ton of stuff here earlier. Big stuff, too.
Oh, look. It's the case.
Today must be the day they take all the big stuff away.
Yeah, sure looked that way.
I'll bet the big squishier machine... the big squisher machine squished it all up good anyhow.
They don't do that with the larger items. They just take them as they are.
They do, huh? How do you even know that, sir?
Wait, Mr. Fender's pretty keen for you to join him, right? I bet he sent you on some kind of pamphlet on how to throw your stuff away for when you move office.
You're spookily insightful sometimes, Kay. But only sometimes. Eddie's wants Edgeworth to become a defense attorney so badly. I feel bad because I know it's not going to happen, but they would have had so many fun times. Although, if I want Eddie to live, maybe I can't let Edgeworth live with one of his mentors because they would probably die. Oops. Based on what we've seen and what Detective Gumshoe told us... Hey, Donnie. I think there's a strong possibility that Sean was abducted from the garbage disposal area.
Yeah, it's kind of out of the way of prying eyes, huh?
Is it time to pass out, Sam? Rest up. I imagine he must have had something to dispose of.
But the truck's already come and gone. Guess I'll never know what that something was now. So they kept it locked up tight, right?
I guess they don't want non-residents disposing of their trash here. Okay. Are we at the point where we're logicking? Because the truck. Yeah. Hello. I appreciate the Kermit with a gun. I don't know why lately I've been consuming free media more. Oh yeah? Like what?
Only 2 vehicles came through here this morning. The taxi and the blue truck. And Eustace was taken away in the taxi.
Right. Well, it seems that Sean was likely abducted from the garbage disposal area. And if the garbage was collected at 11 a.m.
Oh, I get it. Now we know what kind of truck it was.
Indeed. It must have been a garbage truck. But the police officer who told us about it didn't describe it as such. He only mentioned the fact that it was blue.
Some cop he was. How did he not even notice that it was one of those cool trash squishing machines?
Because it wasn't. Today isn't a regular garbage day. It's the day they collect larger items, for which they wouldn't use a specialized garbage truck, just a regular truck like any other. Just old stuff on Tubi and YouTube. Ah, I see. But it was a garbage truck nonetheless. And there was a free horror novel on Audible that was released by the authors called Between Two Fires. I see. Audible does have a lot of like those like Audible original like short story novella stuff that are sometimes I like to listen to a few of those if they're by an author I care about. And I guess this is free too. No, you gotta pay up, Donnie. Oh, it's 16 hours. Nice. And where do the garbage trucks go?
To the dump, right?
Wait a second. So you're saying the kidnapper disguised themselves as a trash collector? But then the truck would probably have been a fake too, right? So maybe it didn't go to the dump.
No, I'm reasonably sure the garbage truck was real.
Yeah? How do you figure that?
Another look at the garbage disposal area should tell us. What tells us the garbage truck must have been a real? I guess because they had the key?
Take that!
The garbage disposal area is kept locked.
Oh yeah, so only a real garbage collector in a real garbage truck could have opened it.
Katie, I have paid in my own way. Very fair. Precisely, the garbage truck can't have been a fake. I know you've drawn many a drow and a tiefling for the world, so I think you've already gifted more than enough for the world. Perhaps whoever abducted Sean put him in a large cardboard box that they prepared for the job. Now mix that in amongst all the other oversized items, and the garbage collector would have taken it away, no questions asked. That's K. Never mind.
Exactly. Allowing the kidnapper to await the truck's arrival at the garbage processing facility. They could claim that they have thrown the box away by mistake and collect it without incident.
Oh no, I did that for the love of the game. I meant broadening my media horizons. Fair.
Alright, so where do they take the garbage after it leaves here? Let's see. Looks like we have two possibilities. The Daybreak dump. But which of the garbage processing facilities was Sean taken to?
Daybreak dump or the Sundown sanitation plant?
Have we found anything that might serve as a clue?
I guess the exploding sound? The fireworks is the exploding sound. Hey!
Mr. Saint, you mentioned fireworks before.
Huh?
Nope. Huh? Fireworks?
Yes, at the event at the Coliseum. Were they setting off them even during the daylight hours?
Oh yeah! A bunch went off while I was there.
What are you thinking, Mr. Edgeworth? The loud bang we heard. What if it was a firework? Huh?
Oh my god, the author of the book also did his own reading on the book, and it's up on YouTube. Oh yeah? Honestly, if the author has a good voice for it, I've had a lot of audiobooks where the author reads their own stories actually turn out pretty well. I always wonder if I would be good at narrating audiobooks, but I don't think I have the clear cadence for it that would make me easily understood. It can be hit or miss. Yeah.
Don't you think for 1 second that you'll get away with this?
Oh, don't worry, I'm counting on you at least trying to track me down. That'll be half the fun. Not that I rate your chances of bringing me to justice particularly high. Bang.
For the bang to be clearly audible over the telephone, it must have been pretty loud. Which means fireworks? Which means the Coliseum. So the kidnapper was near there, right? But how near? If the fireworks were that loud, you could probably hear them from a pretty far away. Yes, the area we need to search would be too broad to even consider doing it ourselves. But if the police were to lend a hand...
Near the Coliseum, garbage facility.
So based on the loud bang we heard on the phone call, we know the kidnapper was somewhere in the vicinity of Sunshine Coliseum. And one of the garbage facilities is right by there too.
The book is very modern medieval fiction, so it's full of advanced Australian words. Travis Baldtree doing Legends and Lattes worked. Yeah, Travis Baldtree has a good voice for it. William Gibson reading Neuromancer less so. That one I'm not familiar with, but I mean, I also read a book called A Dangerous Assassin. The author actually has a lot of YouTube stuff because I look at a lot of like booktube stuff. But she's fine. But I wasn't like in love with her narration. I mean, the book itself was just okay too, but yeah, like I said earlier, I think Travis Baldtree is actually going to show up sometime during Dungeon Crawler Carl, so that should be fun. The best book read by an author is You, Me, and Ulysses Grant. Brad Neely is goated. I've never heard of this, but that's good to know. I think it's likely that's where Sean was taken. Which means the kidnapper must be holding him somewhere near there. Detective Gumshoe.
Yes, sir.
Could I ask you and your men to search the area around the garbage facility?
It's not like you have to ask, sir. Feels a little flat, if I'm being totally honest.
The guy who made wizard people, dear reader. I see. I honestly have not heard of that at all, either. This is a gap in my knowledge.
Why don't you give me a good old-fashioned order, huh? Like you used to.
You don't mind, even though I'm not prosecutor anymore.
I thought I told you already. Detective investigates for himself, not just for the prosecutor.
I'm trying to think what my bar is for acceptable narration. I think for me, when I'm listening to someone like, I guess not that weird, breathy, whatever we got from Invisible Library. I physically read that one, so I don't know what the audiobook was like. But it's like they either have to be someone who has a very pleasant cadence to their voice and can keep that consistent throughout the book, or they're someone who has a lot of fun with doing like character voices, kind of like Drew Hayes does for, you know, Dungeon Crawler Carl, where he could do like a billion voices and they're all very distinctive. I shouldn't say that's acceptable level, that's extraordinary level. But I think as long as they can be consistent and their pacing is in such a way where I'm not just what am I trying to say here? It's very on par with Stephen Pacey. Pacey's great too. A good example of one that grew on me was when James Marston does Dresden Files, because I can't not hear him as Harry anymore, but the very first book of Dresden Files was rough to listen to because he had a lot of mouth noises in his performance and just like a lot of parsing that was like kind of like, it was almost too in character. If you know what I mean, early on, like, he was almost speaking too casually in the narration portions, because obviously it's all told in, like, from his perspective, so. Stephen Pacey is fantastic. He lives in my truck now with how much audio he narrates on my commute. Very fair. Every sentence was like, you asked him to help you move. Alternate, I think one of my favorite narrators is still Julia Whalen. She does like, she's like the narrator they got for Gone Girl for like Gillian Flynn. And, but she does like a bunch of thrillers. She does a lot of my audiobooks for my, Emily Henry books. Those are really good too. She makes even like a flat character really compelling in how she like reads them. And also an underrated skill as a person who likes to like read Ace Attorney and stuff, has a very like competent ability to do different male toned voices that don't feel like you're trying too hard, you know? I really appreciate audiobook narrators that can believably do different gendered voices without it being too much of a, like, oh, this is too hard for you kind of a thing. It doesn't have to sound male. It just has to be a believable tone. Just good gender range. What are you getting at? What do you mean? I just struggle so hard with all the male voices that I can't do them well. Oh, I've listened to Waylon. She does stuff for Taylor, Jake, and Reed. Yeah, for sure. I'm sure you've listened to her. She's all over the place on Audible. She does some fantasy books, too, that I've read that she was really lovely for.
Mr. Edgeworth, we're almost out of time.
Don't remind me, Kate. You're right. We need to hurry. I doubt Judge Gavel and others can hold out much longer. I'm counting on you, Detective Gumshoe.
I won't let you down, sir. It won't be an official search, but I'll put my best guys on it. You can count on that.
I'm coming too.
No, what the voice was that?
I'm coming too, Gummy. I promised I'd snatch Sean from the jaws of danger, and that's just what I'm gonna do.
I'll head back to the courthouse. Who knows? I may be able to drag proceedings out just a little longer.
All right, with me, everybody, even in the depths of night.
We're already striking two. There isn't a moment to lose.
Yes, sir. But I didn't finish. When no other bird dares take flight.
Meanwhile, another really good narrator is January Lavoie. She did the Diviner series. I think she also did some of Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I believe she's one of the three voices in that. Probably a bunch of other ones too, but she's lovely. I have two female voices for characters. Very proper diction and vague European accent. I feel that as a person who's doing a vague English accent with Miles. And then my other one is like, I am up here in my chest voice, where it's a little lower, but... or it's like my anime boy voice, which is not good at all, by the way. April 6th, 2:16 p.m., District Court, room number 3. What's going on with you guys in here? I will say it helps that I have like an alto-toned voice, I would say, so I can do like... I can speak in my normal voice and kind of just like read a male character and it would be okay, you know? It's a pretty good Naruto voice. What are you talking about? Believe it. You mean like my gym lad voice? God. Alright. Well, well, if it isn't our old friend, ex-prosecutor Edgeworth. Hello, dear boy. Excelsius winner.
The accused will turn and face the prosecution. I am not done with you yet.
I already told you, Francisca. It doesn't matter, it makes sense. Why would I help? She's also in Sanderson's non-Cosmere collection, which I still need to get around to. Oh, Tailored Realities, I believe. I need to read that too at some point with the new novella in it. I forget what it's called. Is the novella itself called Tailored Realities, or what was that called again? High-pitched gym lad. Baritone gym lad. I feel for her, of course. A woman in her prime sent to prison. It's enough to make a grown man cry. Moment 0. Yeah, that's right. I need to read that. I also did remember to put my... I did order my copy of Fires of December. I believe that's what it's called. Tailored Realities was nice. Oh, did you read it already? Would you recommend? I mean, I was gonna read it anyway, but I only heard the part that they read at the con, so. But to suppress evidence in order to keep her out of jail cell? No, that's preposterous. Objection! For someone into Sanderson, yes.
But we have a statement from your own son. He says he entrusted the evidence into your care.
I'm afraid I don't know what he's talking about, or why he's saying such thing. I don't know what's gotten into him lately. Just like, is what it is, therefore, to be a collection of his more casual sci-fi stuff. Like, I assume I've read most, if not all, the rest of it that's in there. I actually don't know what's in Tailored Realities, but I would assume it's probably, what, Snapshot? It's probably that one where they're like, what is it? Where they make their own, like, perfect world or whatever. And it's him and the other lady. And they have, like, why can't I remember what this is called? I read it's Perfect State. Is that it? Hey! I read that ages ago, though. Most of the stories collected. There's a couple included that I haven't. I don't know what else is in there. Those are the ones that immediately came to my brain. Because I assume Legion wouldn't be in there because Legion has its own collection. What if I could prove that you and Warden the Guard are much more closely associated than you claim? I'm sorry, prove. I think we've been over this, dear boy. You're an ex-prosecutor, remember? Are you even allowed in this part of the courtroom anymore?
Miles Edgeworth, I am prosecuting this case. What are you thinking, barging in on like this?
I'm here to be your Maya, Francisca. I'm sorry, Francisca, but it's important. May I speak on behalf of the prosecution just briefly?
What? What are you doing?
Judge Gavel, I come before the court with important new evidence. Defending Elysium, the retroactive prequel to Skyward. I don't think I've read that one. Snapshot, Brain Dump. I don't know that one. I Hate Dragons. I've heard of. I haven't read. Dreamer. I don't know. Perfect State, of course, I've read. Probability Approaching Zero. I don't know that. Defending Elysium, I assume. Firstborn, I've heard of. I have not read. I've read Mitosis. Interesting, that's in there. And Moment Zero, I haven't read, obviously. I suppose I don't have Mitosis in a physical book anywhere, so some of those are especially short. That would make sense. I was like, wasn't I Hate Dragons like on his website? Yeah. I ask that you allow me to present it. Ho ho ho, have you lost your mind, dear boy? There's no way this can be allowed.
Objection!
Well, defense hopes you let him, G. Just saying. What's the thinking over the prosecution side there, Frandango?
That's his name for Francisca's Frandango. I haven't read Brain Drain Probability or Moment Zero.
Fine. The prosecution has no objections.
Objection!
Your objections are neither here nor there. This isn't a democracy, it's a courtroom. And this is fragrant contempt. Isn't that right, Verity? I mean, a little bit. No, as long as Sean's still missing. She'll feel she has no choice but to go along with whatever Winner wants. If only there was some way to tell her that he might be found at any moment. Judge Gavel, I would only ask this, that you trust in me, in my assistant, just this once. Speaking of which, where is Kay Faraday? She's currently searching for the most important piece of evidence of all.
Objection.
Oh, Fender doesn't die, but he's playing with fire, calling her that. As Excelsius brings out the fire. Nonsense! There's no more evidence to be found. You're just stalling for time.
Objection.
The most important piece of evidence of all, huh? Hey, G. I don't know what this evidence is, but maybe we should trust in Miles' little pal. What do you say? I mean, I say little pal, but she's way more than that. She's the one and only great thief Yatagarasu.
It seems Fender has a sense of what I'm getting at least. Judge Gavel, the evidence I'm talking about, we're almost certain we know where it is. Kay is only moments away from snatching it from the jaws of danger. Very well. This is highly irregular, but I'll allow it. You have my thanks.
Have you gone completely mad?
You said you had very important new... said you had important new evidence. Evidence of what, exactly? Just what I said, that Warden the Guard and the Chairman Winner are far better acquainted than he claims. Allow me to present it to you. What proves the link between Excelsius Winner and Fifi Lagarde? Oh no, I have no idea. I assume it's something we got more recently. Okay, yeah, okay. Case info regarding the incident. Let's read that. 18 years ago, prosecutor Manfred von Karma, defense attorney Gregory Edgeworth, our victim Artie Frost, Samson Tanganroa. People of interest. No, that's the missing son. Oh, a report from Warden Lagarde to Chairman Winner about the connection between Knight and Kate. Okay, this will be it. You were right, darling. There's some sort of connection between Knight and Canis. As you know, we've been trying to find out who Canis plays his silly correspondence chess games with. Well, now we know. I'll be pulling Knight into my office for a thorough grilling tomorrow. And I'll make that worm admit that he's Canis' lackey if it's the last thing I do. So you do your bit, too, and retrieve the package we laid to rest 12 years ago. I'm sure it's still right in front of the plateau where we left it.
Take that.
Thankfully, it clearly stated that it was them on the thing. This document is a report regarding the interrogation of a certain someone.
Oh yeah? And who might that be?
The late Mr. Bronco Knight. And the interrogation was to be carried out by none other than Warden Lagarde.
Wait, isn't that the interrogation where...
Yes, when Knight was killed. This document shows Warden Lagarde planning the interrogation in which Mr. Knight was murdered. This is indeed important evidence.
Objection!
Ms. Edgeworth, you refer to the documents in question as a report. Would you care to explain to whom was this report addressed? A very good question, Miss Von Karma. And the answer is the most important new revelation of all. We recovered this document from a safe in the storeroom on the 51st floor of the big building. That's the storeroom where a lot of underground auctions were kept. It is. An auction, if you recall, that was presided over by one Excelsius Winner.
And that is whom the report in question was addressed. Do you still mean to insist that you and Warden Lagarde barely knew each other? I'll refrain from commenting on the matter for the moment, if you don't mind. What? I don't believe it has been conclusively proven that I was the auctioneer yet, has it? Have you forgotten the events of the morning already? I think I proved the fact more than adequately. I'll admit defeat in that particular arena, yes, but it was not in the courtroom. Can you prove the same thing here, boy? That I was the ringleader, did you call it? If you can't, then well, you certainly can't prove that the report was addressed to me. You won't wriggle your way out of this one. So unfair. Tell him, Verity, please. I'm not being slippery at all. I'm being entirely reasonable, wouldn't you say? Unlike you, when you permitted Mr. Edgeworth this bizarre interlude. That was most unlike you. It's saddening, truly, to see you failing in your sacred duty to the law. Almost saddening enough to make me want to take drastic measures. I'm just suggesting you and I might not be the worst thing. You're right, of course. But until the fact has been adequately proven in courtroom, it cannot truly be considered a fact. I'm afraid I have no choice but to ask that Mr. Edgeworth's theory be struck from the record. It's no good. She isn't to know for certain that Sean is safe. I mean, also, she kind of does need the evidence, too. Okay. I'm sorry, my boy, but what counts as truth out in the field and in the courtroom are two different things. And you're more than willing to bend the truth in the courtroom, is that what you're saying? Oh, you're what? Scurrilous? You're a scurrilous... What? No, Katie can't learn a new word today. I don't... I mean, I can learn the new word. I can't say the new word. So, I'll do no such thing. I'll simply accept the court's verdict as the truth. It should be close to it should choose to acquit me, as you should. Scurrilous. If we can't find that missing evidence, we're in trouble here. Well, Verity, I think we've heard about all we need to, don't you? There's no way the evidence is turning up, ever. A quick not guilty and we can all go home.
Objection!
Oh. Eustace is here! Means either coarse or scandalous or slanderous, apparently. Who said that? It's Baby Winner!
Dead!
Eustace! What are you doing here? Mr. Winner, what is the meaning of this? And where have you been? You can't just abandon your duties like that. I'm sorry. You are unfit to be a prosecutor. You are a complete and utter disgrace. Why, Eustace? Why can you not get it into your head? This is no place for an incompetent fool like you. This is a lot of jumping between characters. It sure is.
Dad!
Oh. Sparkle.
I brought some vital evidence.
So, can I please, take my place at the prosecutor's bench? Pretty please?
Well, well, Eustace. This is certainly a surprise.
Objection.
Ho 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 ho! Eustace, my boy, what's gotten into you? There's something different about you. What's going on?
Buckle up, everyone. We are now in Eustace's character arc in full. Yeah, we are.
Jedi!
Come on, my boy, spit it out. What is it? Do you want Daddy to come play catch with you? That's it, isn't it? All right, why don't you run along home and I'll be with you soon.
Get back on the stand right now!
What's gotten into you, child? You're shaking like a leaf.
Objection.
Aw.
Judge Gavel, the prosecutor in charge of the case has arrived, along with the important new evidence. This trial is far from over. Surely you can't call it an end to the proceedings just yet.
Kid's growing a backbone. Yeah, hey CJ.
No objections from Team Defense. Only wish we could have had our original team captain say that for herself, though.
The prosecution has no objections either.
Oh, someone wants me to get some top viewers. But I already have top viewers here. Okay, anyway.
You think this farce is going to continue? There's no chance of that. None at all. Isn't that right, Verity?
He still thinks he was successful in his bid to kidnap Sean. But we know different. Damn it, I'm busy doing Iron Claw macros finally. How dare you, bots? Aw, we're the top viewers. Cutie Fly is coming along then. That's good. Sadly, as long as the boy remains missing. I'm more a sideway viewer, honestly. Nothing changes. Judge Gavel's hands are still tied. Oh, she's freaking out. Oh. That sound. That's her cell phone. Huh. Mine is ringing also.
Whoa, I'm getting a call too. Mr. Gumshoe, Mr. Edworth, Mr. Fender. We found Sean.
We found Sean!
Detective, you did it!
The most important piece of evidence, huh? That's some stellar work, you great thiefness.
Thanks. We just thought that you should know right away. See you soon.
Okay, that's a new Gavel look. Yeah, we had her freak out last time when we were playing Mind Chess with her, and we first found out that this kid that they were rescuing is her son. She's freaking out because he's been kidnapped for this whole time, but we finally found him, so. Judge Gavel, it's for you. Hello? Yes, I understand. I'm so glad you're safe. Be sure to thank everybody properly. You'll do that for me, won't you? Alright. Be careful. I'll see you back at home.
Time for judge mode.
The proceedings will continue. I feel certain freedom returning to my hammer arm.
No, how? This is some idiotic joke.
It's no such thing. The witness will return to the stand, and Mr. Winner will step up to the prosecutor's bench.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, she may be a wacky law cultist, but she at least has a heart. Yeah!
Eustace Winner,
Yeah?
I leave matters in your hands.
Huh?
Facing down your own father. This won't be easy. I'll be looking on with interest. Don't disappoint me.
Aw. Francisca! I'll miss you. She gets, I don't want to say a glow up, that's the wrong word, because she has some good moments in the original trilogy too, but it is technically a glow up in the investigations games. I'm very happy about that.
Very well. Is the prosecution ready to proceed? Mr. Winner, you mentioned some evidence that you wish to present to the court.
Yeah, so the knife and the chisel? Whoa, you tracked down the missing murder majigs?
I mean, this is still the beginning of this case, remember? I know! I kept reiterating this, but man, I actually like Eustace now.
Well, Mr. Winner, did you?
About that, No, I couldn't find them. I searched everywhere, but I was too late.
Too late.
How so? I remember something. I saw Dad in the garage this morning. He was carrying something wrapped in a newspaper. Where are you going, Dad?
Oh, Eustace, I was just on my way to throw out some trash.
And then I heard this tinkling sound. Tinkling, huh? Let me guess.
The bell from Mr. Canis's chisel. You mean to tell the court that you believe the witness disposed of the evidence?
I tried my best, but I was too late. I'm sorry. You said you looked everywhere. Everywhere where? Literally everywhere. I even went to the dump.
Oh, he's crying, digging through the dump.
I got down on my hands and knees and dug through the garbage. I figured that stuff had to be in there somewhere.
Wait, that's Eustace.
Huh?
Huh? Hey, what are you doing here?
Well,
Rude, he totally ignored me. So that's what he was doing. And he even went so far as to search the dump.
but all I found was this.
And this is a little pungent for one thing.
Yeah, and you're a little on the ripe side yourself, kiddo. I can smell you from here. What do you expect?
And the knife.
It's probably somewhere among all the trash. But there was too much to go through on my own.
Very well. The court will accept this item you presented into evidence.
Okay. Oh, ho, ho. You really have outdone yourself, Eustace. You never fail to disappoint, dear boy. You dug through rotting garbage with your bare hands, and that's all you have to show for it. Oh, you drive me to tears, really you do.
Objection!
Might be a little too soon to turn on the waterworks just yet, Dad. Let's take a closer look first.
If you wish to waste your time, be my guest.
Hey, Eustace Miles, do this devastatingly handsome old defense attorney a favor, will ya? Hit this guy full in the face with the truth.
It seems Fender's on board. Good. Then let's see if we can't find an opening. Mr. Winner, could you show me the piece of evidence you found?
Sure.
Okay. It's a crumpled up piece of paper.
Let's open it up, shall we? We can only hope that there's something of value inside. Oh look, it's the bell! Could this be the bell that was on Canis's chisel? Perhaps there's some trace evidence that can be proved that one way or the other.
It's no good. Look at it. It's spotless.
Well, no. Well, Mr. Winner. Do tell, was there anything interesting inside your little scrap of paper? Of course there wasn't. Why would there be? Why was it even accepted into evidence? It's literally a piece of trash. Sorry, gentlemen, the truth hurts. Well, Eustace's efforts for nothing. It's true that the bell may not be of much use as evidence. Nonetheless.
Come on, Edgeworth. We can't give up yet.
As calm and collected as ever, I see, Miles. Unlike my poor idiot son. Here, there. Are we to assume the prosecution has nothing more to say on the matter?
Objection!
Look at him. He's objecting and everything, like a real boy.
Not so fast, Gavel.
Okay, he said objection, but he did the not so fast, which is Shelon's thing.
We're not done yet. There's one thing we still haven't looked at properly.
Really, my boy? You want us to believe there's more? Desperation is never a good look, you know. It seems Eustace isn't quite ready to give up yet. And for once, I think we're both thinking the same thing. Namely that we might not necessarily be dealing with a useless piece of trash. We can't know for sure without looking more closely, but if I'm right, we're talking about, I assume, the paper. There was stuff on it.
I'm talking about the piece of newspaper the bell was wrapped in.
It seems we really were thinking the same thing. Ah, beautiful, it's beautiful, really it is. Tear-jerkingly so. Some might call it a heroic optimism. Some might call it clutching at straws. They've arrived quite late to Shiny Room. Hey, Captain. Yeah, we're just, Eustace is going through his character arc right now. He's standing up to his dad, and he's prosecuting. But whatever one calls it, to put all one's faith in the worthless piece of garbage, that takes belief. Let's take a closer look and see if it's as worthless as you say, shall we? Eustace has discovered a backbone. Yes. Eustace, if you'd be so kind. Okay, well, oh look. Wow. Look at that hand that spells out death. Are these finger marks?
And look, it's covered in some sort of oil.
Judge Gavel, I'd like to have this examined for fingerprints. Could I request that you call somebody from forensics? Very well. Summon the technician right away.
Actually, it spells death.
I have the results, Your Honor. It's been confirmed that these are finger marks. Unfortunately, it looks like they were made by somebody wearing gloves. No! Except we have the gloves. Ugh. In the dub, they edit the spell final. Oh dear, well that doesn't give you very much on the way of evidence, does it? But I suppose it makes sense if you think about it. After all, this was important evidence. And what kind of idiot would handle something like that without gloves on? Oh, that's right, the kind that would flail about desperately, like you, my boy.
Wow, what a way to talk to your kids, Super Dad.
I'm merely calling a spade a spade. Or in this case, an idiot an idiot. Real winners know to keep their emotions out of things. And take no pity on the weak and foolish, including their own ineffective offspring. Jesus, dude.
Dad!
You spent the last, who knows how long, proclaiming yourself to be a prize-winning prosecutor. But thanks to my little pep talk this morning, you finally know exactly how those prizes were won. It was all thanks to me. Thanks to the power I wield. You've never stood on your own 2 feet. You've always been coddled. First by me, then by Verity.
Dad!
Oh, dry your garbage-smelling tears.
Garbage smelling?
No, it's a stench that doesn't suit. Not that it's a stench that doesn't suit you. Even if it does make me turn up my nose in disgust. Doesn't Eustace constantly wear white gloves like a Helsing character?
Objection!
I think you're right.
No, you're wrong!
I am, my boy. Wrong about what?
I'm not the one that smells. You are!
Oh, Eustace. Bailiff shave half of his beard off. What did you say?
Yeah, you smell, and you don't even realize it. Yeah, you couldn't hide it even if you wanted to. Edgeworth, take a sniff right there where the finger marks are.
You want me to smell it? Your Honor, I invoke I am rubber, your glue. Is that oil?
Yep. And I know where it came from.
Wait, I know it's from somewhere too. Eustace, where did this detective shit come from you? Oh god, Eustace's Twitch chat, I mean YouTube chat. It smells of engine oil in here. I guess when I was singing there must be something of a motorhead.
The odd odor tells us something important. It tells us exactly who threw these pieces of evidence away. But I guess my dad's right. I guess I'll never be a real winner. I'll never be able to keep my emotions out of things. And I'll never be able to stand up to him no matter what he's done.
Eustace. Be strong, Eustace. Remember what you told me. You said you were going to be different from your father. A different kind of prosecutor. And you are a prosecutor. We both are. That's why we're standing here in this courtroom. Well, I mean, you're not right now, Edgeworth. A prosecutor's highest responsibility is the truth. To see that it comes to light, no matter what. Oh no. Guys, I think it's too late. I think Miles has adopted Eustace. We expose crimes and we see that their perpetrators are punished, no matter who they might be. So if you truly mean to continue on as a prosecutor, you know what you have to do. Garaba, this lying bastard. I made you a promise. I said that if you could summon the courage to find your feet again, I'll help you. This isn't something you should have to do alone. I'm here. I'm right beside you. If prosecutors were actually like this, I might not have developed my curse technique. Oh, that's the lawyer from JJK. I don't remember any of their names, apparently. Hey. Man, when Edgeworth is the better father figure. Look, investigation's all about Edgeworth becoming a father figure.
Thanks, Edgeworth. You're right. Those finger marks that tie to my dad to this crime, we just need to show him everybody how.
It's these gloves, right? Oh, look, they say death on them.
Take that!
The smell you pointed out to me, Eustace, is the smell of engine oil, isn't it? Motorcycle oil, even.
Yup, and we both smelled it before in the same place.
Yes, in Chairman Winner's garage. What's more, these finger marks feature some distinctive patterns, don't they? The outline of the letters are D-E-A-T-H, the same letters that appear on the fingers on these gloves.
Objection!
Ho ho ho! The gloves can be bought at any store. How does that prove anything, dear boy?
Objection!
How indeed.
It's not the only thing that connects the gloves and the piece of newspaper we found.
Let's look again at the scrap of paper and the bell was wrapped in. And compared to the gloves we found in Chairman Winner's garage. There's a feature that undeniably connects the two. Because the A's rubbed off, right? Yeah.
Take
I
that!
noticed that when we were looking at the picture. Look at the letter A on the finger. Half of it is missing. Exactly as it is on the print on the newspaper.
What?
I would also like to draw the court's attention to the dirt in the gloves. Dirt the gloves are covered in. I think it might be worth having its composition compared to that of the dirt on the newspaper. The match would make for an even stronger evidence that the print was made by Chairman Winner's gloves. Officer, have the darts on these two pieces of evidence compared right away.
Curse you, Edgeworth! You and Eustace! Who do you think you are? You're nothing but mere prosecutors.
Sorry, Dad. I think it's time you admitted defeat. You're supposed to suppress vital evidence. You suppressed vital evidence, and we just proved that in a court of law. And you did it to try and protect it. And you did it to try and protect the defendant.
Oh my god. He's so confident now.
What? Do you think you're going to be able to make that stick? You think you send me to prison? Me? You think you'll be the one to finally take me down? You are a fool, child. A fool.
Objection!
Just give it up, Jed. Admit what you did.
Objection!
You think you stand a chance without me around? You won't last 5 minutes.
You know what? I think I might be okay. All I ever wanted was to become a prosecutor, to make you proud. But after your men kidnapped me, and I was lying in the dark all on my own, I got to thinking how powerless I was in all of this because of you. I almost gave up. I almost lost sight of the truth. But then Edgeworth appeared out of nowhere and showed me the way forward.
Aw.
I don't need your approval anymore, and I don't need you. After all, I found that evidence on my own, didn't I?
My men kidnapped you? What are you talking about?
Objection!
I guess the courtroom is as good a place as any to tell the truth, Dad.
Be careful what you say to me, boy. You may live to regret it. You're a fool, Eustace. You always will be.
I know you hated me for as long as I can remember, but I want you to know that despite all that, I've always looked up to you as my dad.
They love this new single tear roll image now. I have a new dad.
Thanks for everything, Excelsius.
And goodbye. Oh, damn, he dropped the first name instead of dad. You! When did you? You need me, dang it! You can't possibly survive without me. Eustace!
The court hereby accepts the vital evidence. This case was suppressed by Chairman Winner. The crime will be tried and appropriate punishment decided at a future date. But for now, we must turn the matter of the knife and this chisel, which still have not been found. However, I believe a full search of the garbage facility may well remedy that.
What? You're going to dig through all that trash for a knife, darling? But then...
Don't worry, Warden Lagarde. I'm sure your punishment won't be too unpleasant.
More like Chairman Wiener. Haha, got him. Oh, you devil! Punished? Moi? Impossible! Excelsius, you blithering buffoon! What did you do? What did you do? All your swaggering bluster about how they'd never declare me guilty, and now this? You were the one I went after they arrested me, because you made me believe I could trust you. And not only did you kidnap a child to try and help me, it didn't even work. Idiot. You feckless, useless idiot of a man!
An unsightly outburst, to say the least. But an informative one, too. Wouldn't you agree, Eustace?
Yeah, she really let some juicy info slipped in there, right? She did, right?
Yes, she did. We really need to work on your confidence. Very well. Then it seems like we may be able to bring these proceedings to an end at last.
Not so fast.
Oh, we got not so fast. Oh, no, Agent Lang's here to be like, by the way, Gavel's gonna get tried for the other murder. Or whatever.
Who's that?
Sorry, Judge Gavel, your happy ending will have to wait. Lang She says the end of the trial is not necessarily the end of the matter.
Who are you?
Just a lowly lone wolf investigator by the name of Shilon Lang.
And you have some sort of objection to these proceedings, I take it?
Ha! Not really. Your suspect over there is guilty for sure. Guiltier than you know.
Lang! Like Lang from 12 years ago.
Yep. Good to see you're finally about to pay for your crimes. Even if it did take a while for you to get what was coming to you.
Agent Lang, explain yourself. Could you have not even let the trial end first?
Are you familiar with the SS5 incident? I certainly am. It happened 12 years back.
Wait, 12 years? God damn it.
Always with the years.
Look, a lot happened, okay? This was all 12 years ago or more. My father and the president being friends, our families being the one who kept him safe. He just changed one day. It was like he became a different person. Now he doesn't trust the police one bit.
I wonder what happened 12 years ago. Could this all be connected to Agent Lang's father and his relationship with the president somehow?
Fifi Lagarde and Excelsius Winter in the flesh. I've waited a long time for this day. After all, you're the ones who threw my family's name into the dirt.
Are we to assume you have some personal connection with the incidents in question?
I do, but I'm not here to talk about the past. Not yet, anyhow. Right now, I'm here for you, Gavel.
Me?
You and one other person.
Is it him?
Sean!
You're both under arrest. On suspicion of having conspired to murder Dijon Wang, president of Zedfa.
Objection.
Where is your evidence, Agent Lang?
Not so fast.
All in good time, Mr. Prosecutor. We haven't even started our investigation yet. What?
Oh, come on, Lang. You're better than this.
I want my suspect on the scene with me while I look at everything over.
What have you uncovered, Agent Lang? I need to know.
Edgeworth. Holy shit, do we need to do this right now? Yee. This is Lang's way, it's true.
If you got a problem, you're more than welcome to take along.
Oh, believe me, I will. The end of the trial was not necessarily the end of the matter. We certainly haven't come anywhere near close to solving the mystery of the president's murder. It's true. Or uncovering the truth behind these so-called monster sightings. This is such a weird case. Oh, don't worry. I'm counting on you to at least try tracking me down. That'll be half the fun. Not that I rate your chances of bringing me to justice particularly high. All figuring out who that was on the phone. Yes, I'd say the matter is far from over. Oh my god, did we only just finish the beginning? Please tell me we're in the middle now. It still says beginning. Why? Yeah, you did all this investigating for this case and also finished off case 4 all in the beginning of case 5. Oh god. Alright. Thank god that's over. Now we can go home. Miles, the president's murder. Oh right, don't stop. Beginning.
Oh my god.
And on top of that, there are 2 Southern reporters. Okay. Oh god. Could you maybe calm down a little?
Calm down? No way, Jose. Not until y'all come clean. It's for your own good, dang it. Our intrepid reporters refuse to give up, even in the face of repeated stonewalling from the crew.
Ace Attorney Investigations 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue. Revengeance Rising, the New Beginning 0. Okay. Look, ladies, you need to stop harassing these people or I'll have to ask you to.
You cops sure got a lot of nerve. Y'all are the ones who let the Taurosaurus run wild. Hoping to ride the fact that they breed their menace... The fact that they bred this menace themselves, the staff cling desperately to their story.
Look, we're not really breeding anything. This is more of a movie set.
Says the gal who told me that she'd done seen Gordy with her own dang eyes.
I saw something, but it doesn't mean we're keeping a monster here.
Alright, break it up.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth.
And Sean.
Y'all are on the trail y'all on the trail of this here monster infestation too, huh? No, we're on the trail for a criminal. Like she says, darkness of a criminal's heart can sometimes be compared to a monster. That is to say, a killer is no different from a monster, really.
Special Pikachu edition. Officer Lang, this is highly irregular, sir. We can't allow members of the public onto the crime scene.
These people are important witnesses. I need them to be here.
Well, Agent Lang, here we are. Where do you intend to begin?
Let's start by summing up the facts.
Oh my god. There's facts to sum up? Oh no. Okay.
President Wayne's body discovered here this morning.
Nintendo's. Or she just called assistant. So her name is Penny Nichols, but for whatever reason they've decided to leave her unnamed. Even though if you go in here and go to the profile and mouse over her, it says her name is Penny Nichols. Edgeworth even calls her Miss Nichols at one point. So he knows her name and refers to her as such, but for some reason in the text bubbles, she is just assistant. My assumption is later on in the case, it's going to be relevant that her name is not listed in the main tagline, but in the other tagline, because they like to present profiles and stuff to be like, oh, who's this person? Knuckles featuring Tate from Devil May Cry. The fervent and persistent, easily forgotten.
Hadn't been seen since the night before last.
Yes, he slipped off without a bodyguard noticing, if I remember correctly.
So he was missing for over a day. And the last person to see him alive was you, Judge Gavel, on the roof of the big building.
Oh. Sean be sweating. Gavel be concerned.
Why the two of you arranged to meet?
I'm sorry, but I can't say. Not even to defend yourself from an accusation of murder.
Why? Why can't you just tell us?
No, that's not the voice. What voice did I give Sean Fenn? I don't remember. Why? Why can't you just tell us?
Please, Judge Gavel, we're trying to help you.
Ha! She can't say because she'll only incriminate herself more. I know you had something to do with the president's murder, and I'm gonna prove it.
Not gonna lie, I'm partial to big bug-eyed glasses. Fair enough. I do like glasses too, actually. I am a fan. You said yourself that the body was only found this morning. How do you explain the time that passed between Judge Gavel's meeting with the president and then?
That's exactly what I'm hoping we're about to find out. I'm particularly interested in what happened last night. So why don't you tell us exactly how it all went down, Sean Fenn?
Me?
We all know that you were here on set last night.
You were, Sean?
We have testimony from a woman over there and forensic evidence from footprints that prove it.
You came back to run your lines, right?
What am I doing, Sean? I don't know. Sean has a Riku Nopon voice. I don't even know. I don't know what to do with Sean's voice at all. Sean, a Riku Nopon voice. What? You were spying on me? No. I guess in theory, he's Gavel's son, so maybe he should also have a French accent. What? You're spying on me?
I'm sorry. I'm just making sure you're okay.
Also make him anime. Just read his lines regularly. And add a moo at the end.
I was late. I was worried about you.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't need you to worry about me, Moo.
Sean, that's no way to talk to an adult. She was trying to look out for you. Apologize this instant.
Sorry, Moo.
I've told you before, I won't have you speaking to people that way.
Wow, this is a whole new side of Judge Gavel.
Seems she's just as strict with her own son as she is with those who break the law. Are you listening to me?
I told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. You must. And I want you to remember, alright?
Not so fast.
Can we get on with the investigation now?
Oh, of course, forgive me. I don't think I've ever seen her so passionate about anything. I guess Judge Gavel, the mother, will take getting a little used to. Are we to understand that you're accusing Sean of being involved somehow, Agent Lang?
Just want the truth. I need to know why the president was killed. And by who. I don't care what it takes. I'm gonna find out.
I guess that makes sense for him to be so determined. The president was practically family to him. All right, Sean, perhaps you could tell us what happened last night.
Fine by me. I got nothing to hide, Moo.
About last night. Okay. Before we start this, I'm going to take a brief break just to rest my voice before we get into this interrogation, because it's going to be more, Be right back. Okay, I am back. Let's see how far we can get into this. About last night. I think I'm just gonna read Sean normally for right now, just for my voice. I had a bad day yesterday. Messed up a couple takes. We were scheduled to shoot the same scene again today. So I thought I'd put it in some extra practice. And that's what I did. It's that simple. It's not like I haven't done it before. It was fine. Nothing happened.
You've been rehearsing late at night again. But when I called you yesterday every evening, Sean, you said you were at the hotel.
I can still say moo at the end. You're right. My bad. Moo.
You called him. Around what time? It must have been 11 p.m. or thereabouts. It's one of our rules. When Sean stays away from home, we must speak every night.
Yeah, well, I wasn't at the hotel. I was here on set, moo. Better.
So you lied to me?
Sorry, moo.
Oh, now she's mad. I think it's kind of amazing how hard he wants to work on his acting, though.
Yes.
Nonetheless, a parent can't help but worry. Her child alone last night, anything could have happened to him. And indeed it did. He got himself entangled in this case. But he said nothing happened, right?
He did, although I can't help but wonder if he was telling the truth. I like how it's like nothing happened last night. In the background there's the broken like wall or whatever. I messed up a couple takes. They're scheduled to shoot the same scene today, so I thought I'd put in some extra practice. That's what I did. It's that simple. It's not like I haven't done it before. It was fine. Nothing happened. Okay, but we know that this happened, and those were in the shot of the thing, if I recall. Does this show me much? I mean, there's also he was here and then he wasn't. Maybe I should just do this. Okay, they accepted that, so great.
Nothing happened. I'm sorry, but you're lying. This proves that it beyond doubt.
Wait, how did you moo?
That's right, your rehearsal tape.
Ugh.
What, you have footage from last night?
We do, and if you watch it, you'll see that it was no ordinary evening.
That's the footprint's already there.
There is. And I'm not sure that's an everyday sight, even on a film set. Sean, why would you keep this from me?
No reason, moo. Liar. That stuff might work on your mommy kid, but it's not gonna work on me. Why did you hide the tape?
Sean, you have to tell us.
I moo?
You.
Look, I just didn't want anybody to see me rehearsing, okay? I don't like it, moo.
So you were embarrassed, is that it?
Yeah, moo. What's so weird about that, moo?
That's why you didn't hand over
Nope, that's not even remotely it.
That's why you didn't hand over vital evidence?
Sean, how could you?
Moo. Oh god, he's got a lot of milk back there. Oh, give me a break. You know about it don't you, moo? Sure, the footprints was there, but I ran my lines and went home. That was it.
What, nothing about a giant monster footprint struck you as weird?
It's giant monster footprint.
On the set of a giant monster movie, Moo. It's not like there isn't all kinds of other weird stuff around, Moo.
I don't buy it for a second, Chief. There's something hicky about this kid. Sure as I'm standing right here. Dang Skippy there is. He's hiding a scoop under them there horns, or my name ain't Lotta Heart.
Shut up, both of you. I'm done talking, Moo.
Objection!
No, you're not. What? The footprint isn't the only strange thing about last night. What other unusual occurrence happened yesterday evening? Besides the footprints. The head, it fell. Yeah.
Take that!
The model of the Torosaurus head fell from the roof on the trailer last night. Did you expect us to believe that you knew nothing about that? I don't know what you're talking about, Moo. Is that so? I told you, I ran my lines. I went home. That was it, Moo. I don't even know some of this. What do I know about some stupid falling head, Moo? Or are you saying that you can prove I know something? Sadly not. It's entirely possible that the head fell after Sean left. No proof, huh? That this conversation's over, Moo. Something tells me he doesn't want to talk about last night any more than absolutely necessary. What is he hiding?
Not so fast!
Hold it right there.
What is it, Agent Lang?
So it's just as I thought. Thanks, Mr. Prosecutor. This footage of yours backs up my theory nicely.
What? There was something else on the tape?
Yep, look closely. See the costume up in the top left?
Oh yeah, the Torosaurus suit.
Something's different, don't you see it?
I'm not sure. He's just kind of hanging out and looking a little saggy. Oh, and the zipper on his back is done up tight. The zipper. Oh, it's open there. Huh. That's...
Yeah, and I guess you see it right now. On the tape, the zipper's wide open. Why? Because somebody's inside the suit, that's why.
What? Mr. Powers, the zipper. What can you tell us about it?
Oh, well, we always close it up tight when the suit isn't in use. That's right, Mr. Prosecutor. And do you remember something else I said not too long ago? Let me refresh your memory. What if your friend Gavel pushed the president off the big building the night before last, and then came down here to a movie set and hid the body somewhere?
Inside of a suit? A costume? Okay. Dang it, Lang, stop being good at your job when it's inconvenient for us. See, we can't have an inspector that's as good as Lang as, like, our, like, resident one, because we wouldn't have anything. It would be harder for us to wiggle in there as a defense attorney to get information, you know? Here, but where?
There's all kind of stuff down here. Costumes, equipment. You could hide it anywhere. Then come back a day later. Last night, in other words, and take it out again.
You're saying the body could have been hidden in the Torosaurus suit?
That's exactly what I'm saying. Isn't that right, Gavel? You pushed the president off the roof, just like I said. Then you hid his body inside that costume.
I most certainly did not.
Not so fast!
Protest all you like. I'm not gonna believe you. You're the only person who could have done this.
Objection!
I thought you already proved that it would have... We already proved that it would have been impossible. The movie set was locked at the time. There's no way Gavel would have been able to get in here.
Not so fast!
What if she had an accomplice?
What? I got a little theory for you I think you're gonna like it. I assume he's gonna say that Sean let her in, which wouldn't be a stretch, to be real. Mother-child murderers. What a title!
What if Sean was waiting down here when the gavel pushed the president off the roof? If the two of them were working together, the problem of the lock goes away. Then they worked to hide the body together too.
I'm gonna be real, I don't know how much help Sean would be in moving a body.
By dragging it over to the tourist store's suit and stuffing it inside.
You think the murder was really that carefully planned?
It was assassination of a world leader. Could only have been carefully planned.
To suggest that Sean could have been involved in this... It's unthinkable.
You're my prime suspect. What makes you think I'm gonna listen to a word you say?
But what about motive? What reason would either of them have to kill President Wang?
Who knows? But we'll find out soon enough. She was the last one to meet with him, and she won't tell us why. Pretty damn suspicious, even if you have to agree with that.
I mean... Just Gavel, I don't suppose I can convince you to share any more details. My apologies, but that is one thing I can't do. However, rest assured, should that ever change, you will be the first to know. So please, you...
Have to believe me? Yeah, murderers have a habit of saying that. What about you, kid? Any weak excuses to offer? If so, now's the time to get them off your chest.
Huh, I got nothing to say to you, Moo. I'm innocent, Moo.
Both as tight-lipped as each other, huh? But let me guess, you're still gonna try and stick up for them?
It's true, Judge Gavel's actions certainly make her seem suspicious. But nothing she has told us amounts to a motive for murder, or even the suggestion of one.
No, and like I said, I'm leaving motive aside for now. For the moment, I'm focusing on means and opportunity. And for my money, these two had been working together for their little plot to succeed.
Okay, Lang.
Hold it!
You're seriously suggesting that a child could have been an accomplice in this murder?
Look at him! He's still in elementary school! There's no way a kid like that young would be involved in something like this.
I think I mentioned that he's a junior high, right?
Lang she says. Pity no wolf, be he cub or grizzled elder. Doesn't matter how young he is. If he's guilty, he's guilty. He'll be treated as such.
Wow! Wolf cubs have it hard, huh?
I'm surprised at you, Mr. Prosecutor. You're saying he deserves mercy just because of his age?
Of course not. I'm saying that there's no way he did this, and I'm going to prove it to you.
Heh, I look forward to it. But be warned, I'm only just getting warmed up.
Working together makes the lock problem go away. I mean, that's true. They work together to hide the body, too. I guess. Dragging it over. I mean, we would have seen drag marks, though. Okay, poor wolf cubs. The video footage doesn't show the inside of the suit. You can't say for certain that there was a body in there at the time, can you? But Edgeworth, wolf pup, but Edgeworth. You should have focused, but wolf puppies, Edgeworth.
Maybe not, but we can take a look right now. Let's open it up and see what's inside. I put money on us finding proof that it was there.
Do you mind if we examine the suit, Mr. Powers?
Oh, not at all. Might be a little rape, though. Gets pretty sweaty in there.
Well, there's something in there.
Filthy.
Yeah, that's weird. Always clean it out pretty good. If you don't, it can get kind of moldy.
Not so fast.
In other words, we're looking at proof that somebody other than you used the costume. That dirt must have come from the body.
I guess the president was lying right in the middle of the footprint. He probably would have gotten pretty dirty.
Exactly. Well, anything else? Side of the suit's covered in dirt. It must be from the body hidden there.
Hold it.
Dirt is from where the body was hidden inside the suit. I'm assuming that it came directly from the body. Yeah, what are you even talking about? Of course we are. Where else would it have come from?
It really is pretty filthy in there, huh? The dirt got everywhere. Especially around the part where the chest would have been.
Chest? I think it might be an important clue.
His theory hangs on it together pretty well, I have to say.
It certainly is a case that they could have carried out the murder if they were working together. I don't think we stand to gain much by disputing that.
So what do we do instead?
We listen carefully to his testimony once more. See if we can tease out anything of value. Okay, well... Okay, so he added the last line, right? Or was that always there? That must have been there from when we looked in the... Okay, so there's dirt in the... So we have to see if we can find out where the dirt came from. I don't even know what I have in here to do this. The footprints. But are they really footprints? The head. Right, there was like... out on the roof. Okay. See them. That's his, like... Okay. I don't know. Wait. Okay, so this is the body. Surrounded by flecks of concrete. The flecks are something yellow stuck to the cloth. Okay. So, because that weird yellow stuff's on the shirt, but maybe it's not in the suit?
Objection.
Oh, they like that. I don't know if I add the right reasoning, but... So our assumption is that the inside of the suit is dirty because the dirt came from the body. Would it be safe to say that's the case? Why? Is there a problem? Part of the suit directly in front of the opening is particularly dirty.
Yeah, it really is.
But look at the victim. The area of his body that would have been in contact with that part of the suit isn't dirty at all. If the victim had been crammed in there, as you suggest, his chest would surely be covered in dirt. Okay, so it's just because he doesn't have dirt on his clothes? Okay.
Yeah. Fine. So what's your explanation? How did the dirt get there?
Based on the videotape, there may very well have been someone in the suit at the time. So who was it if that wasn't the president?
Come on, Kate, think. Where was it?
Is something the matter, Kay?
I've seen dirt like that somewhere else. I'm sure of it. I just can't think of where. Dirt with weird little gray bits in it.
Gray bits? She's right. There is something mixed in there.
It was stuck to something else we looked at. A lot of it.
Stuck to something else we looked at? An item of evidence, perhaps? Probably worth checking.
It does. One of the items we found have similar dirt stuck to it. Do we? Oh. Okay, yeah, that's right. It has like. Okay.
Take that!
Gloves! Take that! As Kay pointed out, the dirt in the suit contains small flecks of something grey. And we discovered similar flecks and stuck to an item belonging to somebody we recently had dealings with. The item in question being these gloves. You're right, the dirt does look similar. So what? What are you saying this stuff is? What exactly are these gray flecks of yours? I don't know. I believe the gray flecks are plastic concrete paint. It's not gonna be Are we implying this were used to make... Okay, it's concrete? Surely the flecks are concrete. Oh, like the little broken up bits around the footprints, you mean? Exactly. And who did the gloves on which we found the similar dirt and grey flecks belong to? Chairman Winner! We found them in his garage. That's right. We visited the garage at his home earlier today. And we found a pair of mechanic's gloves covered in dirt. And if I recall correctly, a sledgehammer and a shovel too. Why would a pair of mechanic's gloves be covered in dirt? I'll tell you why. Because somebody wore them while they used that hammer and shovel. They smashed through the concrete to dirt below, staining the gloves with both substances. Wait, so you're saying... Yes, that we finally know what these footprints really are. It seems highly likely that they were dug by Chairman Winner. Okay. Highly likely. If that's so, then tell me this. Why the heck did he make them? What purpose could they possibly serve? Why indeed, I imagine he must have been digging something up, burying something. Digging? I think he must have been digging something up. I imagine the events unfolded somewhat like this. There was something on this lot that he needed to unearth. In order to do so, he cut the chain on the side entrance and gained access from there. Okay. He then used a sledgehammer and shovel to dig the 3 footprints. They're pretty perfect for something just dug out with a shovel, I'm gonna say. When he found what he was looking for, he bagged it up and filled it in with in the holes. Ah, but then Sean must have showed up, right? I think he did guess. Chairman Winner would have had to find a hiding place. The Taurosaurus suit provided just that. You got all that from a pair of dirty gloves? It's good, but it's all just speculation. And we don't have any proof as to that he was inside the suit. Could have dug up those holes and gotten out of there before the kid even showed up. But he didn't, and there's proof of that right there in the footage. It shows that Chairman Winner was still present when this recording was made. It does. Your entire argument was speculation. I always find it really funny when they try to throw in the speculation thing. As if, like, yeah, like you said, everyone is speculating. It's a shame that Agent Lane didn't notice it himself. But if we compare the situation as we see it now to the situation as it appears on Sean's rehearsal tape, and compared to what we saw in Chairman Winner's garage,
Okay. It soon becomes clear that the chairman was present. Oh, the duffel bag. What part of this image shows the chairman when I was still here? This bag here, because it was in the closet.
Take that!
The legal code of Japanifornia clearly states the burden of proof falls on the protagonist. Yeah. Look at the bag next to the Torosaurus suit. We saw the same bag in Chairman Winnow's garage. The same bag, the dirt on the gloves, and that has to indicate a connection, surely. Okay. I think that's pretty much seals it. It was Excelsius Winner in the suit. And if he was in there, the president's body can't have been. Aye! Good. It seems to have convinced Agent Lang of the flaws of his theory.
Somebody get Chairman Winter's house right away. We need to know what's in that bag.
Yes, sir. Hold it. Oh, who now? Oh, God, no. Stop talking. No, it's okay.
Y'all done lost your minds. I can't believe what I'm hearing. What's this hog swill?
Why her? This is all we need.
Them right there is Torosaurus footprints, dang it. Ain't no hole dug by an old guy.
I think I've demonstrated more than adequately that's exactly what they are.
Don't matter none of what you just done did. I don't believe it. Not that's that. And that's that. I done told y'all I see that big bad bull with my own two eyes. The giant eye peering out the window. I thought we'd gone past that nonsense.
Oh, this is Edgeworth. The giant eye peering at the window. I thought we'd gone past that nonsense. It's a pretty big eye, I will say, Edgeworth. You can tell I'm getting really tired because Edgeworth keeps veering into other dialects. And he's usually the one I can do most consistently. But the southern spreading, yeah. Okay.
We ain't about to let that go. What kind of journalists would we be if we did, huh?
Responsible ones, but I guess that's the whole problem.
Wait, ain't it like it was just about the footprints now know how? You were seen fraternizing with one of them their monsters, ain't that correct, young man? By the young lady over there, if I'm not mistaken, much mistaken.
We're never going to get anywhere with these two around.
Maybe we could prove it to them that it wasn't a monster either. They might finally drop it. What do you think, Mr. Edgeworth? Any bright ideas?
Prove that it wasn't a monster. Fine, I didn't suppose there's much else for it. Let's see what we can do. If only we could fix these two being around.
What are you two whispering about? Y'all ain't hiding something, ain't ya? Admit it. Quick, Tabby, roll the tape.
Hold it!
Constantly enter screen. I could politely ask you both to calm down. The monster boy was seen talking to. We know what it was now.
Huh?
That's right. Sean's rehearsal tape finally cleared up that particular mystery.
It did?
The point at which Miss Nichols thought she saw Sean with Gordy. He even calls her Nichols here. That would have been right where he was making his rehearsal tape. I think she mistook a certain object for the legendary creature of the lake. Her so-called monster is right here in this picture.
Huh? I don't see no Gordy. That ain't nothing but a dumb snapshot.
You're talking to a pro here. Can't fool me with none of your trick photography. What was Miss Nichols Gordy really? Oh god. Give me a second. Okay, well, it's not the people. It was the angle, so... Okay, is this camera?
Take that!
Ma'am, a mosquito could fool you. Katie. Yes, Chris? That's right. It was a camera crane. That is what Miss Nichols saw, not Gordy. Sorry, it just... That took you a bit, but you got there. Shh, okay? I have very few awakeness left. That didn't even make any sense. It's fine. What? Sean's rehearsal tape was shot from a noticeably elevated view. A viewpoint that would only have been possible if the camera in question was attached to a crane.
Bull! How the heck did she make a mistake like that, huh?
Objection!
How indeed, Miss Nichols?
Yes.
You told us that you think you might need a new glasses, didn't you?
Yeah, my eyesight got way worse all of a sudden.
And I imagine that when you thought you saw Gordy, he was quite heavily shrouded in darkness.
That's right. I only really saw a silhouette. But you done told us. Skin like an enormous worm, you said. Y'all about to try and tell us your precious crane up and grew skin or something? Ain't no flesh on them. They're metal bones, let alone skin.
You're entirely correct, of course, about the crane, as it was in this particular picture anyway. But it did have a skin of sorts last night. That's gross. Even though I know it's not. But still. I knew you were a scoop hater, but this is plumb and crazy. You want Tabby and me to starve, is that it? That wasn't my intent at all. But I do think it's time to finally put them both out of their misery. Gordy skin. It wasn't skin at all. It was this. I assume it was this tarp.
Take that!
Yeah, okay. Can we starve you to death? It's an option. Miss Nichols told us last night. Miss Nichols told us that it seemed likely to rain last night. That never happened in the end. But I think Sean may have covered the crane with a rainproof sheeting nonetheless. And that, my intrepid young reporter, is what Miss Nichols mistook as Gordy's skin. Okay.
What?
Ah, heck. Well, Sean, am I mistaken? You see everything, don't you? Gotta say, you're pretty amazing, Moo. I'm sorry, Miss Hart, but Miss Nichols' monster was no such thing. It was simply a trick of the light. And just like that, dream dies again.
Chief!
I think that might have finally shut them up. Oh, man. Yeah, I need to stop. I can't anymore. Man, I can't believe I'm so tired. I mean, I can, but it's getting... Okay. I'm gonna stop here because I have a feeling the scene is nowhere near being done. If I thought it was like actually done now, I would stop. But I feel like we're all like Lang is just gonna be like, What? Sleepy peepee, yeah. I can't believe it still says beginning. How am I still in the beginning? It's okay. We'll be fine. We can do it. Good night, friends. Have a good evening. I will talk to you all later. Ta-ta for now.